everyone and welcome back. With Rutvi's exams going around, I hardly got any time to take care of myself and home. So, after breakfast, I thought of applying a hair mask. I like this mask as all the ingredients are usually available at home and it softens up my hair nicely. Small self-care like these takes just 10 minutes but gives a good result in the long run. And anyway, I feel doing these small remedies neither take much time nor block our day or stop other work, so why not? I'll keep this mask for 20 minutes while continuing to do some kitchen work. I need to churn some ghee today, and since a lot of you asked me about the procedure, let me share the easiest step-by-step process which is not at all time consuming. The first step is to collect the malai. I store everyday malai in a big container and keep it in the freezer. Once the container fills up, the night before, I slightly heat the malai in a vessel till it's lukewarm and add the curd culture exactly how we set the curd. This is the preparation process. Next step is to churn the ghee. In summer, add around 2 cups of cold water to the vessel and start churning this curd. I use this hand blender as it is convenient to clean later, but you can do it in the mixer as well. Once the curd loosens up, add the ice cube and more water to bring the fat together. Keep mixing and adding water little by little till the ghee starts floating on the top. The total churning will take around 7 to 8 minutes. Now collect all the ghee while squeezing the excess liquid out and put it in the separate heavy bottom container. I'll churn till all the fat is separated. The remaining liquid is buttermilk, which will remain outside for a night to be ready to consume the next day. Now wash this fat with cold water 2 to 3 times and put it on the flame as it still has a lot of liquid stored. I will heat it just till it starts boiling. As soon as the boil comes, shut the stove, cool it and keep it in the fridge to extract the ghee out the next day. This way I save a lot of time and gas. The next day procedure I'll show you later in this video, so stick till the end. I'll clean the countertop with soap and hot water to remove any stickiness. The best part about weekends is enjoying my cup of tea with Karthik. He makes amazing tea, even better than me. So this tea feels like a luxury to me. Rutvi's next set of school instructions had come, the result day, book collection, new session, etc. So we were discussing the dates of the same. Today I was craving for some nice North Indian flavors. So I thought of making Matar Paneer with Tandoori Roti for lunch. Karthik loves Matar Paneer, which basically pushed me to refine this recipe, and after some reasonable tries, now I can say I know the right and delicious way to cook it. Then in the preparation, I'll grate some ginger and fine chop a lot of garlic. I am not using onions in this recipe, but if you wish to use them, you can fine chop 1 onion as well. Now wash the paneer and cut it into big squares. For that, slice the paneer from the middle in 2 halves, then stack on top of each other and cut into quarters for the exact shape and size. Next, I'll take some coriander and cut coriander stalks and leaves separately. Peas are boiling, and in the last step of prep, I'll grind 2 tomatoes along with some soaked nuts to make a puree. Prep is done. Now let's get into cooking the Matar Paneer. In the pan, take 1 teaspoon ghee and add Kashmiri red chili powder and saute paneer for 2 to 3 minutes till the top gets slightly golden. This step helps give some structure to the paneer and they will not end up crumbling into the gravy later. Now in the same pan, I'll add 2 teaspoon oil and half teaspoon ghee. Into this, add 1 teaspoon cumin seeds. Let it crackle, then add chopped garlic, ginger and coriander stalks and saute well. Now add turmeric, red chili powder, Kashmiri red chili powder, coriander powder, 1 tablespoon besan and garam masala and cook the spices for just 5 to 7 seconds. Then add the prepared tomato puree and mix it well with the spices. Add the salt and cook till oil leaves its sides. Once cooked well, add the boiled peas and mix well before adding 2 cups of hot water. Now let this gravy simmer for 10 minutes. In the meantime, I'll knead the dough for tandoori paratha. For the dough, in 2 cups of flour, add 2 to 3 tablespoon curd and mix it well. Now add lukewarm water. Knead the dough for 5 minutes as it helps in smoothing the dough well and rotis comes out soft. Now cover it and rest it for 5 minutes. The gravy has thickened enough and the oil has also separated well. So now add the paneer slices, chopped coriander and crushed kasuri methi and give everything a last mix and delicious Matar Paneer is ready. You can add some more water or even milk to thin out the gravy, but I like the thicker texture. The dough is well rested. Now knead for a minute or 2 to smooth it out. Take some dough and dab it in some dry flour. Now roll out a chapati in any shape you like. To make the tandoori roti look restaurant style, I will sprinkle some black sesame seeds, a pinch of Kashmiri red chili powder and chopped coriander and roll once again to stick everything on the top. Next, take the chapati in one hand with the bottom side down and spread some water on this side. Now place the water side down on the hot tawa and press the chapati from all sides to let it stick to the tawa nicely. Let the chapati toast for good 5 to 7 minutes so that it cooks evenly from the bottom. Till then, I'll prepare the other roti. As you will see, chapati will start bubbling nicely. And now I'll invert the tawa and roast the chapati on direct flame. Rotate the tawa in all directions so that the chapati cooks evenly from all sides. Scrape from the bottom and homemade tandoori chapati is ready. I'll add some ghee on top. The homemade fact adds so many perks. These chapatis are not as thick as the outside ones. You can also choose the toppings of your choice. Like I have used sesame seeds, but you can top with crushed garlic. And lastly, the assurity that they are made of whole wheat is very delightful. And I'll also show you how nicely it is cooked from the bottom as well. Sometimes variations like this makes even a simple plate of food appetizing. I had cooked simple chapatis for kids and they had their lunch early as they wanted to watch a movie. Having restaurant-style food in the comfort of my home is the best kind of meal for me. I wasn't that hungry, but looking at the plate, I was too tempted to just eat everything. If you have never tried this combination at home, then do try this and let me know how it was. I will wait for your reply. We also joined the kids in their movie. With good food and good time, it was a good afternoon. After lunch, I had a dentist visit, so I left for that. After my visit, we decided to go to the city for some shopping. I usually do online shopping, but today I wanted to explore some hypermarkets in the city. It was the first time I visited a D-Mart or Reliance Mart. I found both the places very economical, rather few of the stuff was literally at half the price. The quality of the product was also great and I could find some local food stuff as well. Many discounts were going on and I picked some stuff that I'll show you in a bit. The next day, Karthik left early for office. Rutvi's holidays have begun, but Dhairya still had a couple of days left. So, as soon as he left, I started preparing the breakfast. It's been some days since I made Dahi Toast at home. So, I thought of making this quick breakfast. In the prep, I'll fine chop some veggies and green leaves. Once the chopping is done, I'll take around 3 tablespoons of curd and add 2 tablespoons of besan into it. Next goes all the spices and then mix everything well, making sure that there are no lumps. Now top the mixture on one side of the bread and add some coriander leaves and sesame seeds on top. On the heated tawa, add some ghee or oil and toast the dahi toast from both the sides. With a soft topping and crunchy base, the toast tasted amazing. And the quick breakfast was ready to enjoy. Now let me quickly give you all my mini shopping haul. First, I picked up these dates as they were on 1+1 offer. Dhairya and I eat 2 dates daily. Also, they are a perfect substitute for sweets in my house. Next, I bought these onion and tomato vadiyams. They look quite nice to me and I was eager to taste them. Then I bought some popcorns. Exams are over and they are the perfect companions of movie time. And as compared to the packet popcorns, these ones are the healthier options. Next, I bought pitambari as I washed all my puja utensils with it. I couldn't find the smaller packet, so picked this big one. It claims to bring shine in steel utensils as well, so I wanted to give it a try. I was out of kasuri methi and I love adding it to the veggies, so picked this one from D-Mart. I usually buy the bigger packet and keep it in the freezer to retain the fragrance and color. Next, had to pick these mini soya chunks. I had shared some soya recipes from the cookbook in my last vlog and wanted to try more. Then I bought a yellow chana for snacking. It is a good source of protein and I also like adding it into the chaat sometimes. Next is tamarind. Since Holi is approaching, I'm planning to make dahi vada and I'll make the chutney from the last stock, so had to refill this into the pantry. I also bought a bottle of olives for sandwiches and salads. I really like the sour taste of green olives in my salads and sandwiches. Some more colorful fries. Rutvi insisted on these since some of her classmates bought them in the tiffin box. Next are some organizers. I have bigger storage containers like this and was looking for this size to transfer the remainder of food items to free up the bigger boxes. So grabbed them as soon as I found them. They are airtight and stackable and keep food away from pests for a long time. Next is this 3-tier rack. I needed something like this to organize my wardrobe. There are a lot of knickknacks that lie around in the cupboard, so I wanted a smaller size of 3-tier rack. This size is good enough to fit into the shelf and will utilize the vertical space well. Another pick was this see-through fridge organizer, specially to keep my salad veggies like carrots, cucumber, herbs, etc. The fact that they are stackable and see-through makes them a perfect fit for the fridge. I also did some roadside shopping and bought this iron tawa. I wanted to change my roti tawa for a long, and this time I wanted to try iron tawa from the local vendors. I found this one at just 300 rupees and picked it up immediately. It's decently heavy, and let's see how well it will work for me. I also found these cute brass plates at D-Mart again and picked them to serve bhog at mandir. It was literally at half the price and I liked this flower shape and design. Next, I also found these 2 clay pots at the same roadside vendor and picked them to try cooking some recipes in them. I had tried making roti in the clay tawa and I liked the idea, so thought of giving them also a try. And that's all with this weekend shopping haul. I had a bit of pantry work to finish today. I gave some fun assignments to Rutvi and got on to ticking all my pantry to-dos. Starting by roasting some sevia. Ever since I started roasting things in my air fryer, there has been no looking back. 5 minutes at 175 degrees twice will do its job. Also, I'll roast some whole oats. There is a lot of humidity where I stay, so roasting things increases the shelf life of these food. All thanks to effective kitchen gadgets, both things are toasted at the same time. The next agenda was making the imli chutney. Rutvi has started enjoying bhel puri a lot lately, so I thought having a imli chutney handy would help in making such quick chats easily at home. Anyways, Holi is also coming and I'll use it in making dahi vade. I had soaked the imli in some hot water and now we'll mash it and take the pulp out. Now boil this mixture, and as soon as the tamarind mix start bubbling, I'll add jaggery, red chili powder, salt, roasted cumin powder and black salt and leave it to boil till it thickens up. Everything is cooled down, so I'll put them in the container and store them. The chutney has also thickened enough and I'll store this in the airtight jar and keep it in the fridge. I have a lot of almonds lying in the fridge. Kids don't eat almonds as it is, so I thought of making almond powder. I use almond powder in multiple ways like oatmeal, cakes, cookies, or to sprinkle on any sweet dish. This way, they get consumed quickly. I will slightly toast them as toasting increases the shelf life and enhances the taste also. Let them cool down a bit before pulse grinding them to make the powder. And that's it. I'll store it in the fridge till it lasts. So the last thing left is taking the ghee out. I had stored it in the fridge yesterday and it has settled well. Now the reason for storing it is to save on gas. As it still has a lot of water underneath, I'll cut from the side and take all the excess water out. See, burning all that water out would have taken 30 minutes or more of gas. It will start by bubbling first, and as soon as the bubbles settle, it will get more translucent, and at this stage, our ghee is ready. I will shut the stove and let this cool down before storing it in a separate container. And that's all with this video. I hope you learned something from this one. Do subscribe to the channel to show some love and also join me on Instagram. And I'll see you in my next vlog. Until then, stay tuned and stay connected.